Hey, it looks like we are live. Is everything good here? Let me see. We are live. Okay, great. Just double checking here before we. Hey, once again, this is Santos here at Soldiers of Self Mastery. We are live once again with our program. I'm excited to be here with you tonight. What is going on? There's been a little bit of a difference here in the programming. We are live at YouTube. What's going on? Am I going to have to start this thing over again? Looks like YouTube has redone the whole stage. Anyways, we are going to try this and see what happens. If not, I'll shut down and I will restart the program. But we are live. This is episode 77 of Sunday Night Power Hour, California premiere self-empowerment program. I am excited to be here once again with you. If you see me a little kind of looking around, if you can see me, hopefully you can hear my voice. If somebody comes on, please let me know. Man, they just changed this all up on me. Anyways, this is episode number 77 of, as I just mentioned, Sunday Night Alive, and I'm excited to be here with you once again. We're going to take on the subject of self-empowerment, addiction, what else? Gambling. I'm going to take your questions, and it's a Father's Day edition program today. So let's get some house cleaning out of the way. We're going to be back here on Sunday. We will be back here on Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here. So if you haven't subscribed to this movement, subscribe to the tribe. All right. Can you hear me? I see somebody. I need some feedback. Can you hear me? Callie, shout out. Michael, is my voice coming through? I'm not too sure. It looks like hey, thank you guys. It looks like um YouTube has changed a little bit. They're making progress. All right, good to see you guys. Uh we're gonna we're gonna house cleaning is almost out of the way. Basically, we're gonna have another episode here. Hope your day is going good. All right, we're gonna get into this. I want to do a one proverb, a quick proverb, and I want to share this with you guys. Those of you that are following this mission, this movement. Man, my hands are like slimy. It's weird. Your hands ever get slimy? If you are benefiting from this program, support this mission. A love gift of whatever it is that you want to give. If it's $1,000, it's going to go towards a good cause, my friend. And remember that whenever you refresh others, you yourself will be refreshed too. So this program is going live. It's around the world, and this is not just my program, but this is your program. So please challenge me. Please challenge me. Have some questions, or I'm just going to preach to the choir. No, I'm just kidding. By the way, this number here that you see here, this is a number to our online office. We are going through some major changes. This number is the main number to reach myself or Cephas, my team member. So don't be afraid if Cephas answers or you get into a chat with Cephas. All right, he's one of my team members. He's actually my engineer, my technical engineer, and he's also a life coach. His name is Cephas. So with that out of the way, let's get into the proverb. Proverb 103:13 today is, and again, did I mention that today's Father's Day? So if you are a father, happy Father's Day to you, my friend. Proverbs or Psalms 103:13. Like as a father pitieth his children, so the Lord pitieth them that fear him. It's a great verse. All right. So I got a question for you guys. Have you seen the Betty White story? Have you seen the Betty White gambling story? If you haven't, you should, if you're a problem gambler, if you're struggling with problem gambling. Now, today is Sunday. What is it today? Today's, man, you lose track of days, right? Sunday the 16th. It's it's a beautiful day, and we are getting ready to start this week. Are you getting ready to start your week? Do you have plans already for Monday? You have plans for the rest of this week? Maybe you have plans for the day. As I said, it is Father's Day. So, um, I wanted to share a little bit today in this program because I've been having, I've been going through a lot of challenges just like you. And I've been racking my brain, right, to figure out what is it that I need to keep doing more of? What is it that I really need to be? Maybe I need to move in a different direction, right? When things are not going your way, you're having difficulties, you're having challenges, that is speaking to you, my friend. Every problem is an opportunity. Okay. I want you to think that way from now on. Would you? Would you think that way with me? Every problem that shows up is actually an opportunity. So I'm going to end there. I'm going to take your questions. I'm going to see what's going on here. I just want to say thank you to all of you, those of you that are supporting this mission. Oh, I got some big news to share with you. Okay. Do not purchase the Little Red Book. Don't purchase it. We are going to be changing this book. We're going to be revamping it because I have found way too many mistakes. So we're going to be redoing it. It's going to be a whole new book. It's going to have a different title, and it's going to be a fantastic project when it comes out. All right. So I want to let me see. Michael S., welcome to the program. Jim, welcome to the program. Sam, hey man, I've been kind of concerned about you, Sam. I haven't heard from you. Laura, welcome to the program. And let me see, what do we got? You should just pray and ask the Lord for peace. He loves you. Yes, I do pray, Michael. I do pray. I do believe in prayer. That's a good thing. Mark, welcome to the program. Hi. How can I buy the new book? Well, Michael, the new book, the only book that I have right now is actually Life's 3 Most Important Questions. You can actually find, it's a very easy read. It's a great book. Who are you? Where are you going? And how are you going to get there? That is the questions that I answer in the book. Right now, you can go to soldiersofselfmastery.com if you want to get that book. The Little Red Book is still on the shelf, but I'm going to be taking it off the shelf. Like I said, we're going to be revamping. It's going to be a whole different book, and we're looking forward. I'm looking forward to that one. So, Betty White, Laura says, Betty White, if you go to YouTube and you look up, it's under documentaries, Betty White gambling story. Man, I watched her video like 3 times. She was not a gambler, but she suffered the consequences of marrying a gambler who took his own life, eventually took his own life. So I'm kind of giving you guys a little bit of some of her story. He took his life and almost tried to kill Betty White. And you have to hear it from her mouth. So I'm encouraging you to go. If you are a problem gambler, if you're stuck, if you're still stuck, go see Betty White on YouTube. I'm not talking about the actor Betty White. I'm talking about the gambling story, Betty White. Vasil, welcome to the program. So I really want to get into this with you guys. On this episode, I don't want to do a whole lot of talking. That's kind of funny, huh? I really want to answer questions. I want to know how you guys are doing. You know, how am I doing? I'll tell you how. You want me to tell you the truth? Okay. You want me to tell you the truth? Can you handle the truth? You remember A Few Good Men? Tom Cruise and who's the other? Never mind that actor. So I want to see how you guys are doing. But I'm going to say this. I've been challenged. I've made mistakes. I've got a lot of things that need to be worked on. We're revamping my book. And I'm being challenged left and right by people. But I'm loving life because I'm reprogramming my mindset every single day. And I thank you for your comments. I truly appreciate you for your comments on YouTube, for helping this channel grow. So remember to share, remember to support. This is a movement. And on top of all that, I'm just going to continue to make every day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. So there you have it. All right, my friends. Let me see. What do we got going on here? Nahil, welcome to the program. Hi. Vasily says, you're an amazing, fantastic, and great man. You know, Vasily, I appreciate you sharing that with me. I hope you feel the same way about yourself because we're all pretty much the same. We just have different character traits and different experiences that we've gone through. But you're fearfully and wonderfully made, my friend. And remember that. Remind yourself of that. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You can do some great things with your life. Nancy, there we go. Nancy Bogart says Jack Nicholson. Boy, he's gotten real ugly these days, huh? I don't know if he was ever good looking, but I don't know if he might beat me. No, just oh man. So I'm just gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun tonight here. Any questions? Any questions? Any observations? How's the weather? What are you? How are you doing today? How are you doing? Are you overcoming? I tell you, problems. We we think that problems are problems. We don't realize that problems are opportunities. Come on, Santos. How can a problem be an opportunity? Okay, well, look around you. Everything that you see was a thought at one time. It was probably a solution to a problem, right? Everything around us. So when you look at life that way, that every problem that comes up, I immediately from, I've been saying this for a while now, every problem that shows up, now there's a solution in there. There's an opportunity in there. You know, flip it. You know, people think, Santos, I can't do what you do. Of course you can. Of course you can. You can turn, listen, I was thinking about this the other day. Gamblers are very strong individuals, problem gamblers, addicts. They're very strong individuals and they're very smart too. Not necessarily wise, but they're smart because you know what you've gone through in order to achieve those devious things, right? To get into the casino or to get the fix or to do the, you know what you go through, the scheming and all of these things. We're very sharp people, very sharp. Why don't you use that in a different direction, though? Is it possible? Is it possible to use all of that stuff that, all, you know, the riffraff that we get put together, lies and the hiding, all the, you know what you go through. You know, I don't have to tell you. Just think about it. All of that energy. Why can't I just shift the energy and move in another direction? Why? Why not? You can. It's a decision, my friend. It's simply a decision. Okay. Mark says the weather is raining here. Not too bad. Mark, where's the weather? Where is it? Florida? Are you on the East Coast, Mark? Where? By the way, rain is therapy. John Candy, Jack Nicholson. No, Jack Nicholson, A Few Good Men was that military movie about the Marine that was killed. And you remember that one? It's kind of an interesting movie. Thank you, Santos. I was hurt by someone uninviting me to a baby shower. Thank you, Santos. I was hurt by someone uninviting me to a baby shower. Okay. Well, you got I call that a bee sting. You got a bee sting, right? The thing about these things that we go through is if we look at them one-sided, if like I said, if you look at problems one-sided, you can become angry, bitter, and you can lose momentum in your life. You know, you can lose good things that you may be trying to build in your life. You have to look at, there's always two sides to the coin, as they say, right? There's two sides. So you look at the situations that are being presented to you. In some situations are horrible, like this Betty White thing. Man, when you see Betty White and you hear her story, you'll know what I'm talking about, man. She went through a gruesome experience. Terry, her husband, who committed suicide, he had a severe gambling problem. Kind of reminds me of my dad and what I went through as a child. Very traumatic. On a hill, raining in Florida. All right, time. Hey, it's time to go out with your umbrella and make a video. I did that couple months ago here in California. Um, Nancy says I got slapped but stood my ground. Good for you. You're growing. You are growing. You're gonna grow. Again, if you look at it as an opportunity, right? You could look at it as a slap. You can look at it as something negative, a beat down, or whatever it is. Or you can turn it around and say, you know what? That's an opportunity. I'm gonna let this thing. I'm gonna use this thing to help me become better. Help me become a better person, stronger. And those people that we need to stay away from, we just need to stay away from them. Okay. There's no need in getting angry and getting abusive or doing. Just, you know, they'll come around sometime. They'll want something from you, and then you're going to be the person on the top of the hill. You can choose to talk to them, or you can choose not to talk to them. But remember, we as individuals, we need to be serving, we need to be loving, we need to be kind, we need to be forgiving. That doesn't mean that we need to be putting up with shit from other people. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. Fluff that. Okay. Fluff that. We don't have to take shit from anybody. Sometimes in life it happens. That's why I always talk about training your brain so that you can be prepared for these situations. So it's raining. Okay, Michael says it's cold in San Francisco, California. Might be a little bit cool weather there. I know in Stockton here, man, we're like in the 90s. In fact, a couple days ago, I was up in a territory about an hour from where I live, and it was 106 degrees. 106 degrees. Wow. So Mark says, I feel great. Loris, Yumoto, Jim, motorized bicycles. I haven't forgotten. I'm still thinking about getting one of those things, but it's not the right timing for me yet. So it is hot in Tucson, Arizona. Jim, by the way, if you want to post your link, Jim, to motorized bicycles right here in the chat, I'm encouraging you guys to take a look at what this guy has. Some cool bicycles, really cool. I like the wheels, man, the colors. But it's a motorized bicycle, so hey, you don't have to pedal, okay? So don't bust my chops. Thanks, Jim. Madeline Morales. Good evening, everyone. Happy Father's Day, those who are fathers. Thank you, Madeline. I truly appreciate you. I really do. Happy Father's Day. If it's the Madeline that I know from the Bay Area, happy Father's Day to Ed. Yep. So there we go. Yumoto motorized bicycles. Let me put in the show. Hey, if you're in the bikes, there you go, my friends. I would encourage you there. All right, let me see. Mark says, I agree with you. They're manipulated, bad places to go. Okay. So I see. Michael says, way too hot. Yeah. Any questions for me today? Laura Swihart says, I love San Francisco. Mark Swihart says, we're headed to Connecticut. Yay. That's my home. Well, not my hometown anymore, but I grew up in Connecticut, Willimantic, Connecticut. Oh, Madeline Morales. I know Madeline. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I thought you were Madeline from the Bay Area. I live in New York. Hey, the Big Apple's great too, Madeline. So you're getting to know me a little bit here, Madeline. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, listen, if you have not subscribed to the Tribe, Soldiers of Self-Mastery YouTube channel, I am encouraging you to be a part of this movement. This thing's big. This thing is bigger than myself, and I'm beginning to realize it more and more today. This is a movement. It's not just about problem gambling. It is about addiction, but it is also about self-empowerment. Self-empowerment. You have the ability to transform your life. You know, honestly, I don't care what anybody has said to me. I don't care what anybody has said to you about what you could do or what you can't do. I'm telling you from experience, from personal experience, that you can actually retrain and you can do some marvelous things with your life if right now you're going through struggles. Okay? There's a lot of stuff out there. I do research. I do a lot of research because I come from the field of gambling, and I come from trauma, abuse. I come from a very abusive background. I did not have the mindset that I have today. I did not believe in myself. I had no real confidence. I was afraid of men, and I had no direction for my life, no purpose. And today I'm a different man. I'm actually amazed at what God has allowed me to build in my life. And I'm going to keep building. So I know for a fact that if I can do what I'm doing and what I've done to myself, Sherry, can you bring me a cup of water, please?
Yes.
Mineral water. You can turn your life around. You can do marvelous things. In fact, you have talent and ability deep inside yourself. Are you bringing it out? Are you raising it to the surface so that you can share your gift with the world? Service. Maybe you want to build a business. You want to get a better job, or you just want to move up at your job. Nothing wrong with that, right? Or there's something else you want to do. Write a book. You want to sing a song, or maybe, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do. There's been people that have lit themselves on fire on the streets too. You can do that too, as long as you don't kill yourself. My friend, you have the ability to do that. By the way, if you need some help, I do offer one-on-one coaching. I'm kind of limiting my services in coaching, but I do still offer coaching to help you get what you want in life. And everything is a process. It's not going to be just a 30-minute. It's like this video right here, okay? This is a start to a process for you to go forward. I mean, the information that I share within this live stream, it's not, people say, Santos, how did you do it? How did you get to yourself? How did you become? It's a process. I started 3 or 4 years ago, and here I am today. So, by the way, I am going to be in Connecticut in a couple of months. I'm going to visit mom, and we're going to do a live stream with Mama Rolon when I'm there. Um, Nancy says, "What is the desire to go when all you come out with is heartache and big time depression? What is the desire to go?" Well, if you're, are you referring to gambling, or are you referring to the gym? I'm not too sure. Let me see. Here's another one. Show. Question. I see a lot of YouTubers with business hacks. Are they just trying to get likes and subscribes and really don't practice what they preach? It seems like they focus more on attract views. Well, the thing is that many people on YouTube, just like myself, I've gotten to a point where I'm starting to get a few pennies every month. Okay, a few pennies, but at least I'm getting a few pennies every month. It took me a while to get here, so there are a lot of fakes out there. There's a lot of frauds, and there's a lot of things. There's a lot of schemes and scams going on. Believe me, I've lost a lot of money paying people to do things for me. I've learned, and I had to learn the hard way. So, therefore, that's why I can coach you in different areas of life if you need help. Again, it is an investment on your part to have coaching with me, but there's all kinds of free information out there. You know, it just takes a little bit longer when you have to go through all the stuff to get to what you want. A coach breaks through all of it and takes you right to where you want to be. So, I see them in New York, Dunkirk, New York. And the heel T-shirts. We are going to be coming out. I do have T-shirts already, but I'm not getting enough feedback on the T-shirts, so we're holding back. But we are going to be putting um, merch on soldiersofselfmastery.com. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to soldiersofselfmastery.com, you should. Uh, soldiersofselfmastery.com /happier. And you're going to get a free gift when you're subscribed. So Cephas, if you're watching this clip, I hope you've engineered that free gift, because for a minute there it wasn't working. Anyways, you're welcome to email me, and I do follow up with you, uh, because I care about you. I'm not just here to, honestly, I'm not here to make money. Of course, I am here to make money too, but we have bills. But I care about you. What are you? Where are you headed? What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you doing? Do you need help? If you need help, obviously I say get help, right? It's not about me. It's about you. And there is help. Every problem, remember, every problem, there's an opportunity. If you look for it, you're going to find it. Sam, I agree with you, Santos. I have turned my life around when I thought it would never happen. And I can tell you, Sam is facing some severe challenges as a result of some of the decisions that he made in previous years. He's keeping his head up, and he's a very positive person today, understanding he has to be because of the situations that he's in. And of course, he offers his advice. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you ever want to get a hold of Sam, he's also gone through a very, very serious ordeal with problem gambling and that addiction, and he has crushed it. He has overcome it. But we have the stuff, the residue, the collateral damage. I believe it was Jim that said that. Reminded me of collateral damage a couple of weeks ago. So, Sam Krish, if we'll have to get you back on, Sam, do another interview. So thank you. Come on in. Somebody said, "Han, come on in." Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll have her question. So basically, we really need to be focused. Now, there's another question is in here. Nancy says, "I think it's cause we are lonely." Yeah. Well, we can be lonely. We can be lonely, but the thing is, you got to just work with again, loneliness could be a problem, right? Or if you flip it, where's the opportunity in loneliness? There's all kinds of things that you can do when you're alone. I'm not talking about bad stuff either. I'm talking about the good things. So I have something. I've been getting some frequent comments, followers. They could be followers of my YouTube. They could be just watchers. They're asking, what can I do? I'm at wit's end. I answer a lot of these individuals, but they don't respond. So after a while, you kind of don't answer people because they're not responding, right? I keep going. I just keep answering. I overlook the negatives. A lot of people are asking. I notice a lot of people, what can I do? I'm at wit's end. Well, suicide isn't the answer. Stealing isn't the answer. Beating yourself up, turning to drugs, to prostitution, or some other funky shit out there, that's not the answer. The answer is to get help. Walk away from stuff. You're not going to do this for your children. You're not going to do this for your spouse. You're not going to do it for me. You're going to do it for yourself. You got to become a little selfish there, my friends. So hopefully whoever's been asking me these questions can hear this. Yeah, suicide, drugs, murder, even murder. People turn to murder when it comes to, at the end of their, or seclusion. They seclude themselves, and if you're not careful, you can ruin your mind by secluding. You got to be around people. You have to get around people. You have to be doing things, okay, at least some of the time. So do you still do the Google Hangout? Mark says, I'm not sure what you mean by the Google Hangout. We were trying to do a Google Hangout here, but I wasn't getting enough feedback. I can't do it by myself. I have to have at least several members, but I don't get enough feedback. So if I'm not getting enough feedback, I'm not going to waste my time, to be honest with you. We are going to be creating a mastermind group. Cephas, myself, and maybe another team member, and we're going to be dealing specifically we're going to dive deeper into specific subjects to help the people that decide to come and be a part of that with us. Maybe once a month, we're going to do a mastermind. That's going to be there's going to be a fee for that, because we're going to be digging deep, and we're going to be doing some really cool stuff. I believe we've worked on it. We had to set it aside. It's just the nature of business. It is what it is. You keep going. It's just the way I look at things. I'm busy already. I'm a final expense. In fact, I struggled for a very long time. I struggled with work. I struggled when I was problem gambling. Probably within I would say the last 5 to 10 years, I really, really struggled. And yes, I did I had thoughts a couple times about suicide, because it looked like an easy way out. I lost all my money. I gambled all my money away, everything that I had, basically all my savings. We got kicked out of our home. I was defeated, man. I was distraught. I was in the shits. I couldn't even think. A couple years ago, and then what I share with you guys, these life hacks that I use upon myself, I started using them. I just started doing them. You know what? I quit listening to the people that weren't making sense to me. I quit listening to so-called programs and counselors that really weren't helping me. This is me. It might help somebody else, but this is me. I had to turn away from that and build my own structure. So I started listening to a lot of digital coaches. I went to seminars, and I said, man, I made up my mind, and I said, it's do or die. I'm going to retrain my brain. I'm going to change. These people that I read about and see on YouTube and videos, all these successful, if they can do it, I'm going to do it. I burned all my bridges, and here I am today. I have a whole different mindset, man. In fact, sometimes my mindset even scares me a little bit. I was able to pass a statewide exam that I would have never taken. Never. You got to remember, I've been traumatized. I was afraid. I lived in fear. I used to believe that I wasn't smart enough. Today's a different story, man. You know what? And not to brag, but I this is how I feel, and this is how I look at myself. I look at myself as a very powerful human being with the ability to change lives. I have a gift. It's called speech, self-speech. I do journaling. Yeah, I write. I don't consider myself an author. I do video therapy. I do all these kinds of things that empower me. And this is what I share with you. And believe me, this stuff works. I get comments, I get emails, but I want more. And you have to apply, right? You can't just have knowledge. People get so much knowledge and you don't apply it, does you no good. You can't just have knowledge. It's got to be applied. The book is good. Nancy Bogart says the book. I don't know which one you're referring to, but the Little Red Book is being revamped. This book here is going to be, if we're taking it off the shelf today, I mean, it's going to have a different title. And on the inside, it's going to be filled with some really good stuff. Really good stuff. Totally different. So, anyways. All right. Let me see what we've got. The book is so good, Nancy. That's true. It's an episode called I Almost Got Away with It. Whatever that is. So, let me share this with you. If this is you, for whatever reason, and you're here, you can turn it around, my friend. Okay? You can turn it around. Your situation, you know what? Your situation might be really, really ugly. And if you're one-sided, that's all you're going to see. Flip it. You could see the opportunities and all of that stuff that you're going through. If you're here and you're listening to the sound of my voice and you're watching this video, that tells me that you can turn your life around. Yes, it does. I'm trying, my friend. I'm trying and I'm working on it. So maybe we can get Sam back on here on one of these episodes again, maybe next week. I don't know. Sam needs to let me know. The decisions today, the decisions that you make today are either going to alter you or they're going to destruct you. The decisions that you make from today, from this point forward, are either going to make you or break you, or they're going to make somebody else or break them. Start your day off with careful planning. I've had this thing that I've been talking about. It's called 15-minute mornings. I flip that and I call it ponder over your shit every single morning when you get up in the morning. Just look over your calendar, right? Look over the people that you have to meet. Ponder that. Think about it. And think about your personal situations that you're going through. Think. The famous Dr. Albert Schweitzer was asked by a young reporter, what is wrong with man today? And he said, man simply doesn't think. We must practice thinking every single morning before we start our day. So ponder your shit, my friend. If you don't like that word, ponder your stuff. All right, we're getting ready to wind down. I'm actually running out of juice today, man. What, Santos? You're running out of juice? No, I'm not running out of juice. I can keep going. I keep it on my coffee table all the time to remind myself, Nancy Bogart says. All right. Any more questions? Any more? See what we've got going on here. Nancy, I would love to share my story with you. There you go. You can do it. Well, we can do another episode, maybe another interview with Sam. The only thing is that you guys wouldn't be able to interact with us unless we do a Google Hangout. I don't know how many people would want to do a Google Hangout because I've asked, but I don't get any feedback. Anyways, I'm preaching to the choir now, huh? Like they say. All right, my friends, we're coming down to the close of this program. We've had a few watchers. We've had a few joinees. Prepare for your Monday. Prepare for your week. Okay, remind yourself that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're a great person. You might be doing bad things. You might be making bad decisions, but you're in control. Yes, you're in control. Either a good decision or a bad decision. You are in control. Never, never, ever say that something is controlling you. Because the moment you begin to say that self-speech, it's going to register in your subconscious. And the more you say it, the more you'll begin to believe it, and it will become a self-fulfilled prophecy in your own life. So be careful. Your volume is, what's that? Can you hear me now? I've been playing this online video game, but I don't spend money. Should I get rid of it? I don't know, Mark. What do you think? If it's not hurting you, if it's not hurting anybody else. But then again, you got to be careful with a lot of these games because they'll lead you in a different direction. It starts out, right? It's like gambling. Gambling is very silent. It starts out very silent, right? It's like a fart, silent but deadly. No, I'm just kidding. But it could lead you. So that's a decision that you would have to make, Mark. I couldn't tell you. Your volume is low. Come closer to the mic. Yeah, you can hear me. It's because I'm talking low. That's why I think. Can you hear me now? Yeah, there we go. I can see the little lines moving. Both books. Life's 3 most important questions. Okay. Your mind is this most powerful part of your life. That's right, Michael. So we'll have to connect, Sam, and see if we can do something here. Kind of going through the comments here to see. Okay. So subscribe to the tribe. Remember I have to thank you, those of you that have contributed to this mission financially. And so I thank you. Cooch did it, man. Hit $2,150. Figure I was doing good. Lost it and $500 more. You can't hear me? What? Can you hear me now? I can't hear you. What is going on? Let me see. I'm sorry. Something's going on. Everything's plugged in. I'm going to have to stop the episode. Oh, I hear you, Cooch. So you do hear me. Yes, just stay closer to the mic. Well, the mic usually can pick up. It's just when I talk low. It's better not. Yeah, it's just I get a little low. Okay, Cooch, welcome to the program. Where are you from? Cooch. Cooch, yes. Loud and clear. Cooch, where are you from, man? New York. All right. New York. Right on. Thank you for being here with us. We're getting ready to end Staten Island. Isn't that I'm from Staten Island, man. That's like, I like the sound of that. I have family in New York. I have family in Brooklyn, by the way. Thank you, Cooch. Oh, Sam Krish. Nancy has my contact info. All right. Sounds good. Cooch, nice. It's so right on, Santos, because I need your positivity. Well, I get it. I fill myself up and I try to give it away as much as I can. I try to give it away. I don't try. I do give it away. What am I talking about? Santos, get rid of that word try. It's do or die. You got to burn your bridges. In life, I've learned that whatever you decide, think about what you decide. Think about it, right? Think on paper, and then make a decision and go forward. And don't look back. Don't look back. Burn those bridges. Whatever, anything that could cause you to look back and bring you into the trap, get rid of it. Burn all the ships. Burn the bridges. No bridges to go back. It's only going forward. Right? As long as you're going forward, that's what's important. As long as you're going forward. Oh, I did want to read something out of my book, though. Okay? I did want to read something out of my book real quick here. And I believe it's about, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. The phenomenon, right here. See, the phenomenon of your mind, of your wonderful mind. I do not completely know how all of this works. I understand it like this. Your mind does not know the difference between an imagined experience or the physical experience itself. Example, if you were to start thinking about something horrible, like a negative experience or something that you may even fear coming at you from the future, notice what begins to happen to your emotional state. It's almost like you're already experiencing that thing. It's amazing how people are actually programming themselves through TV, destructive video games, and many other forms of media that's penetrating into their mind. They're reprogramming, they're hypnotizing themselves with the wrong people also. Therefore, using your imagination at will, repeat repetitively to drop thoughts into the deepest areas of your mind will be extremely effective in helping you get personal life breakthroughs quicker. So the more you do something, it's like sometimes I'll watch a video, the same video, for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours until I get what I want out of it. And then I'll watch it again. I get more out of it. It's just the way, I guess just the way that I am. Nancy, you fart? Yeah, listen, I'll fart right here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm eating chips too much. What's this? Nancy, will self-speech help me get down to size 6 again? It could. It could. Do some research on self-speech and see what happens about losing weight and all. I'm telling you, this is truth. You got to research it yourself. You have a gift. If you're not using it, you need to use it. All right, my friends. I'm getting ready to wind down. I can see people dropping off like flies. So I will see you on my next episode, Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on YouTube, Soldiers of Self-Mastery, the movement. Remember to share a video with somebody that you care about or somebody that you want to care about. Support the mission financially, okay, if possible, whatever the Lord puts on your heart. And if you need help, my friend, get help. Get help. I do offer a free 30-minute coaching session. And we may be doing away with that one too. I'm not too sure yet. So with that said, hey, where are my glasses? I could actually, these are bifocals. Anyways, never mind. All right, my friends. Hey, I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. I want you to know that you are I truly appreciate you. I really do. If it wasn't for you, this program wouldn't exist. Honestly. I mean, I could have it all by myself, but it doesn't work well that way. I will see you on the next episode tomorrow morning. Tonight, before you go to bed, ponder over your shit so that you can be, we don't plan to fail, right? We don't fail to plan. We fail because we don't plan. Plan so you don't fail. I think I got that one mixed up today. All right. And there's always room for improvement within room for improvement. Train your brain so that your brain doesn't train you. Soldier of Self Mastery out. I will see you on my next episode.